I want to get you out the door with every result from every league in under 15 minutes, so that you're more informed about what's going on in the world of sports.
Hey TJ, what's going on? I'm Chandler and this is Tiger Beat Sports.
Hey everybody, I'm Chandler Sports and this is the Sport Report.
And I'm Chandler and this is Tiger Beat Sports. Welcome to a special edition of this all crazy sports newscast.
Broadcasting from somewhere in the United States.
Hit it, Blaze.
This is the Sport Report.
Saturday,
March
16th, 2019.
Hey everybody, I'm Chandler with Sports, and this is the Sport Report. It's time to get you caught up on what's happening in the world of sports. This is Top of the Order.
In a year that has been so improbable, the impossible has happened.
This is Top of the Order.
Last night, the Milwaukee Bucks trailed by 20 at the half, and they won by 15. They were 1 in 100 when down 20 at the half. They're the first NBA team to win a game by 15 or more points after trailing by 20 or more at halftime. That's a crazy stat. Now, let's find out what happened in the rest of the NBA.
For the win! Gone! He did it!
We're down to 2, now to 1. Here's Jordan.
Yes!
One of the greatest clutch playoff performers of his generation has apparently done it again.
Around the NBA.
Last night, the NBA had an 8-game slate. The Detroit Pistons won 111-97 against the LA Lakers. JaVale McGee was at the head of a wonderful performance as he had 20 points and 13 rebounds for a double-double for the Lakers, and Andre Drummond managed to post a stat line of 19 points and 23 rebounds for the Pistons. The 76ers ended up with a 123-114 home win over the Sacramento Kings. Harrison Barnes broke apart the defense with 16 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists for Sacramento, and Joel Embiid helped his team seal the game with 21 points, 17 rebounds, and 3 assists for the Sixers. The Hornets were worn out but got the 116-110 road win versus the Wizards. Nicholas Batum led the way with 16 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists for the Hornets, and Bradley Beal contributed 40 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists for the Wizards. The Bucks annihilated the opposition with a 113-98 road win against the Heat. Giannis Antetokounmpo helped along his team with 33 points, 16 rebounds, and 9 assists for the Bucks, and Justice Winslow provided 20 points, 2 rebounds, and 5 assists for the Heat. The Rockets got the 108-102 home win over the Suns. DeAndre Ayton commanded the floor as he had 17 points, 14 rebounds for the Suns, and James Harden supplied 41 points, 9 rebounds, and 11 assists for the Rockets. The Trailblazers rolled to a 122-110 road win versus the Pelicans. CJ McCollum dictated the pace and had 23 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists for the Trailblazers. Elfrid Payton gave his team 14 points, 12 rebounds, and 16 assists in his triple-double for the New Orleans Pelicans. The San Antonio Spurs breezed to a 109-83 home win against the Knicks. DeAndre Jordan put his name on a stat sheet in a big way with 11 points, 13 rebounds, and 9 assists. He was an assist short of a triple-double for the New York Knicks. LaMarcus Aldridge helped out with 18 points and 11 rebounds for another double-double for the Spurs. Clippers earned a hard-fought 128-121 win over the Bulls. Zach LaVine pushed the tempo and had 31 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists for the Bulls. Danilo Gallinari served up 27 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists for the Clippers. The following are the NBA standings. This is how the Eastern Conference looks. The Milwaukee Bucks lead the Eastern Conference by 3 games over the Toronto Raptors. Philadelphia 76ers and Indiana Pacers are tied for third, 8 games behind the Bucks. Boston Celtics are in 5th. Detroit Pistons and Brooklyn Nets are tied for 6th, 16.5 games back of Milwaukee. And the Miami Heat are in 8th. The Orlando Magic are a game behind Miami, but have played 2 more games than the Heat. The Hornets are a game behind Miami, but have played the same amount of games as Miami. Then it's the Wizards, Hawks, Bulls, Cavs, and Knicks. In the Western Conference is the Golden State Warriors, who lead the Denver Nuggets by a game. They also lead the Houston Rockets by 4 games. Rockets are in 3rd. Portland Trailblazers in 4th. Oklahoma City Thunder in 5th. San Antonio Spurs in 6th. Utah Jazz and LA Clippers are tied for 7th. at 7.5 games behind Golden State. Sacramento continues to falter as they are now 6 games out of that 8th and final spot in the West. Tomorrow's massive slate includes the following. The Atlanta Hawks travel to the Garden to face the Celtics. Grizzlies are at the Wizards. Suns at the Pelicans. Cavaliers at the Mavericks. Warriors at the Thunder. Trailblazers at the Spurs, Pacers at the Nuggets, Nets at the Jazz, and that rounds out the entirety of the NBA slate for tomorrow. Now to the ice.
Back in front door, shot, scores! Bobby O from Sanderson! Metro! Rebound chance in front. Tegan is there, puck up free, score! Score!
5 seconds left in the game. Do you believe in miracles? Yes! Unbelievable.
around the NHL.
The NHL had 6 games on the schedule last night. Maple Leafs fought tooth and nail for the 7-6 win versus the Flyers. James Van Riemsdyk had a hat trick with his 22nd, 23rd, and 24th goals of the season. Auston Matthews had his 33rd and 34th goals of the season, and Frederik Andersen had 23 saves for the Maple Leafs. The Blue Jackets fired on all cylinders as they got a 3-0 win over the Carolina Hurricanes. Nobody scored for Carolina, but Petr Mrazek had 17 saves for the Hurricanes, while Adam McQuaid commanded the ice as he scored his 3rd goal of the season, and Sergei Bobrovsky had 46 saves for the Blue Jackets. The Vegas Golden Knights didn't stop fighting and got the 2-1 win versus the Dallas Stars. Max Pacioretty scored his 22nd goal of the season, and Marc-Andre Fleury had 40 saves for the Golden Knights. Rupe Hintz helped out by scoring his 9th goal of the season, and Anton Khudobin had 35 saves for the Stars. The Anaheim Duck got the 5-3 win against the Colorado Avalanche. The Avs led 2-0 early in a game that they needed to win for their playoff hopes to continue. They're still in the hunt, but not as much as if they'd gotten a win. Corey Perry helped his team seal the game with his 4th and 5th goals of the season, and John Gibson had 41 saves for Anaheim. Nathan MacKinnon scored his 36th goal of the season, and Semyon Varlamov had 32 saves for the Avs. The Flames smashed and grabbed a 5-1 home win over the New York Rangers. Neil Pionk scored his 6th goal of the season, and Alexander Georgiev had 27 saves for the Rangers. Matthew Tkachuk supplied his 31st and 32nd goals of the season, and David Rittich had 24 saves for the Flames. The New Jersey Devils collected a 3-2 road win versus the Vancouver Canucks. Kevin Rooney had a wonderful night as he scored his 6th goal of the season, and Mackenzie Blackwood had 25 saves for New Jersey. Elias Pettersson provided his 27th goal of the season, and Jacob Markstrom had 31 saves for the Canucks. Now to the NHL standings. The Tampa Bay Lightning, Boston Bruins, and Toronto Maple Leafs are 1-2-3 in the Atlantic. Capitals, Islanders, Penguins 1-2-3 in the Metropolitan. Carolina Hurricanes and Columbus Blue Jackets are tied at 83 points for the first and second wildcard spots, both teams out of the Metropolitan Division. The Montreal Canadiens trail the Columbus Blue Jackets by 2 points. In the Western Conference, the Winnipeg Jets, Nashville Predators, and St. Louis Blues are 1-2-3 in the Central. The Dallas Stars are tied with St. Louis, but St. Louis holds the tiebreaker. In the Pacific Division, Calgary, San Jose, and Vegas, that's Flames, Sharks, and Golden Knights, are 1-2-3 in the Met. The Arizona Coyotes are behind the Dallas Stars in the wild card. The Dallas Stars have 79 points. The Arizona Coyotes has 77 points. Minnesota Wild are 3 points behind Arizona. Avalanche are 5 points back. Avs, Coyotes, Wild, and Stars each have 11 games left in the season. The Blackhawks are 6 points out with 12 games left in the season. Tomorrow's monster slate for the NHL. The St. Louis Blues take on the Pittsburgh Penguins in the matinee game. So do the Florida Panthers at the LA Kings. In the evening slate, the Calgary Flames take on the Winnipeg Jets in a Canadian battle. Blue Jackets are at the Bruins. Blackhawks at the Canadiens in a matchup of 2 Original 6 clubs. Maple Leafs are at the Senators. Capitals at the Lightning. Sabres at the Hurricanes. Rangers at the Wild. Oilers at the Coyotes. And Predators at the Sharks.
Name on the trophy. And Solskjaer has won it! Manchester United have reached the promised land.
This is your soccer update.
The Champions League draw for the UEFA Champions League was made yesterday morning. The following matchups will be played over the course of April 9th and 10th and April 16th and 17th. Liverpool and FC Porto, Ajax and Juventus, Tottenham Hotspur and Manchester City, and Manchester United will take on Barcelona. Manchester United and Barcelona already have a history in the UEFA Champions League. Manchester United won 20 years ago on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's game winner in stoppage time against Bayern Munich in the 1999 UEFA Champions League final. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is now the caretaker manager for Manchester United. That's the Sport Report for March 16th, 2019.
For now, I'm Chandler.
Thanks for tuning into the Sport Report today. We'll be back tomorrow with the latest in sports.
This podcast is copyrighted by the Sport Report for viewers to understand sports from a news reporting basis. Any other use of this podcast, Sport Report logos, or anything associated with this podcast without the express written consent of Channel Sports is strictly prohibited.